Welcome to our fifth and final video on how to get more new patients on a lower marketing budget. And we just went through the process in our previous videos of how to reduce that new patient acquisition cost by increasing the quality of leads, by identifying the exact type of case you want to attract into your practice, and then of course, educating those patients through the case to release them into your wellness programs and keeping those separate, monitoring the data over here, monitoring the data over here, and it becomes this beautiful, profitable, expanding practice, demanding more providers, creating a business where you can now go on vacation and not have to shut down that cash flow. So with all of that data, how do we actually analyze that? How do we ditch the spreadsheets and create data automation? Because remember, time is such an important factor in this process in creating an expanding practice. We have to get obsessed with how we're using our time to create value. So BlueIQ was created. I wanted to solve this very problem because data was coming in from multiple data sets. And I noticed all of these multi-location practices building these extremely complex spreadsheets to analyze all of this data that was taking hours and hours, and even your smaller practices spending hours a month to get data, if they were even gathering their data to make those important decisions that grow the practice. And that's why I became obsessed with building an analytic platform, a dashboard that would automate all of this. So I went out and hired expert developers who were obsessed about data as I was to connect into your patient management system, to pull the data and go and connect into Google Analytics, that Facebook data that we need to analyze, your financial data from QuickBooks, and pull it all in and just comb through that data to identify the holes and the weaknesses in your systems so that you stop being blind, that by knowing this, you can actually change processes to produce the profitability that you're capable of. So going into BlueIQ, you see here, we actually have under office settings, the ability to connect to your practice management system. We can connect into your marketing systems. We can now connect into your QuickBooks. And by getting all those data flows healthy, we go into the marketing dashboard. We have the ability to click here and create a metric. We can choose the data source, and let's just choose the data source here of the patient management system, which gives us what's called a base metric. A base metric allows us to apply filters. Those filters now, we can get into the granular data of a specific appointment type, into a specific case type, by a specific provider, or even by a specific referral source. This is amazing to not have to manually pull this. Once we set it, it's forget it. Set it and forget it. It's in. That data is going to flow, and now we can create automated reports. We can push it to your mobile phone through our mobile app. It's all there for you in a glance. And as we now create this new patient metric, you can see here that we've applied the filter for the new patient appointment type. That means only the appointments that are scheduled and completed will be counted towards your new patient metrics. And we can start creating the KPIs. We can now create the accelerator metric, which is your marketing spend coming in from your QuickBooks platform. We pull that in, and then we create a formula metric, which is the advertising spend divided by the completed new patients, so that those patients who actually completed that appointment type are now tracked, and we can see which ones are now moving into your new patient systems. This accelerator metric of new patient acquisition cost can be tracked and analyzed over time. Are we improving it? Are we driving it down because it becomes what we call an inverse metric? The lower it is, the healthier it is. And the cool thing about BlueIQ is it shows you the colors, red, yellow, green, or blue, and the health of the metric. We can now build the metrics that monitor the traffic to that landing page. We can right here track the conversion of the traffic in the landing page to those who actually applied to coming in as a new patient. It's those conversion metrics that we become obsessed about. How many of those actually turned into scheduled new patients? And of course, how many of those now turned into exams, reported findings, and accepted cases? BlueIQ can track it all and can automate that so that you and your team can see this data at a glance, know where your weaknesses are, know where training systems need to be put in, and that data becomes so powerful to help you guys be proactive in growing your practice rather than reactive and wondering where are all of our new patients and wondering what marketing is working. Again, one of the powerful metrics that we provide for you is what's called a marketing ROI metric. We can go into your patient management system and select new patients by referral source, create a metric that now we go into your collection metrics and filter that by referral source. So the new patients coming in from the case study landing page, we can actually track the collections coming in from the patients who came in through that referral source. We run a quick calculation and we can see month over month what is your ROI, your return on an investment for those marketing dollars. And now with your business hat on, you can analyze this. Are we growing? Are we getting a healthy ROI? Should we bump up our marketing spend as we add another provider or more team? We increase our capacity to handle more demand, and with the power of these tools, you can now ramp up demand by just simply increasing your marketing spend because you have control over what marketing is working and what's not. We move dollars to what's working and keep it away from not wasting dollars on marketing that's not working. Now, you've been through this whole process, this training system of understanding data of your marketing systems. The power of BlueIQ to track your Facebook marketing, to track your Google Analytics, your website, your landing pages, the conversion of there, and any other referral source that you want to track within your patient management system and the dollars connected through that. And so part of the BlueIQ culture, we want to welcome you into the BlueIQ Nation and challenge you to become an IQ accelerator. You see, we took Dr. Prax, who was a great practice, making a big difference in his community, but not as profitable as they wanted to be. In fact, losing money month after month and having to borrow against other assets to just keep the practice doors open. When they applied these systems and became IQ accelerators, their practice literally doubled in less than a year without hardly raising overhead. That extra cash flow, they were able to pay down their debt. They were able to reward their team. They were able to reward themselves and finally live the life of their dreams by having the dream practice that they had always dreamed about. It's the dream practice that powers the dream cash flow, that powers the dream life that we have always wanted. We took Dr. Kendra, who was also running a great practice, but by applying these principles, have now tripled their collections. They built a new building. They had to expand because they grew so much by making data-driven decisions that now they are just killing it when it comes to becoming the experts in their community. They know their niche cases. They're attracting them. They're educating them. They're releasing them from a case and moving them over to their membership models. They have providers to handle both types of patients. This is the IQ Accelerator way. Now that you understand all of these tools at your disposal and this amazing data that can help you make data-driven decisions, I really want to be clear on the difference between tactics and strategy. The value of those, because we have a lot of tactics in marketing now. We have Facebook marketing, we have Google ads, we have email marketing, we have all of these tools, but those are tactics. There's a big difference between that and strategy. So the strategy that comes into play is really understanding the structure of good marketing, good attraction by attracting them to your why, by knowing how to call out your ideal patient personas, by looking at the hooks that are going to attract those patients into your brand. It's the nurturing, it's the connecting them to you that gives them hope by exposing them to these case studies, which gives them hope and belief that there's a solution to their health problem that nobody else has been able to solve. That is the power that I believe we have as a chiropractic community. And because I'm so passionate about bringing you these strategies, that's the strategy that's actually more valuable than the tactics. And if you were gonna go sit down and work out your strategy with a marketing agency, I've been charged $50,000 to sit down and literally just work out strategy and then the tactics that were gonna come into the background. So I wanted to create something extra special for you, and it's called the IQ Accelerator Live event. Attend the IQ Accelerator Live virtual event or in person and make this 2 days in Las Vegas at the Red Rock Hotel incredible. Fill your practice with high-value new patients in 30 days, spending less time than you're currently spending all year on your marketing. Learn the data behind your marketing strategy for the ultimate return on your marketing investment. Listen, we know your time is valuable, so we want to make sure that you 10 times the return of your investment in your ticket, your travel costs, and bring your team to this incredible event. I guarantee this event will pay for itself on day one. And if you're not completely satisfied, just simply come and tell me that you want your money back, and no questions asked, it will be refunded. Because we've put together actionable systems that are simply plug and play into your practice immediately, and that is priceless. So here's what you're gonna walk away with from this event: a new patient marketing system with tools, cheat sheets that any chiropractic practice can implement immediately for fast, easy, and affordable marketing systems. You're going to get your 2022 content marketing calendar packed with incredible ideas to drive your marketing within your practice. You are going to get our case study done for you landing page, where all you have to do is add the case study, which we're going to show you step by step how to create at this event. That alone is worth $5,000. We are going to save you so much time and money by training your team for you, and you're going to 10x that return with our marketing team member checklist. So good, so clear, so easy to implement. Now here's the beautiful part. If you don't have BlueIQ yet, you get access to BlueIQ for 30 days to not only see the power of its growth tools, but how to track, analyze, and use your marketing data for insane practice growth, and to connect that to your team bonus system. That's right, the perfect team member bonus system right inside of BlueIQ. But don't take it from me. Our results speak for themselves. Here's what our attendees from last year had to show us. Dr. Cooner, up $750,000. Dr. Prax, up $700,000. Dr. Del Rio grew $500,000 and doubled his collections. Dr. Pearson grew $200,000. Dr. LeBerry grew $400,000. And Dr. Henry up $400,000 and have doubled the number of their practices. This is the power of the IQ Accelerator event, and we are ready to share it with you. The total value of the IQ Accelerator event is almost $15,000, and today we're offering you 50% off. That's right. Tickets that are $19.97, we're knocking $1,000 off and you get it for $9.97. And you can bring up to 4 team members. But don't wait, we sell out every year. You have to get your ticket today before these tickets are gone. Click the link below and get your IQ Accelerator ticket today.